Good morning. This is Monday, July the 10th, 2017, reading from My Utmost for His Highest by Oswald and Biddy Chambers. The Spiritual Sluggard. If you were wanting something easy for a Monday morning, this is not it. Hebrews 10:24-25. Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together. We are all capable of being spiritual sluggards. We do not want to mix with the rough and tumble of life as it is. Our one object is to secure retirement. The note struck in Hebrews 10 is that of provoking one another and of keeping together, both of which require initiative, the initiative of Christ realization, not of self-realization. To live a remote, retired, secluded life is the antipode of spirituality as Jesus taught it. The test of our spirituality comes when we come up against injustice and meanness and ingratitude and turmoil, all of which have the tendency to make us spiritual sluggards. We want to use prayer and Bible reading for the purpose of retirement. We utilize God for the sake of getting peace and joy. That is, we do not want to realize Jesus Christ, but only our enjoyment of Him. This is the first step in the wrong direction. All of these things are effects, and we try to make them causes. Peter said, I think it meet to stir you up by putting you in remembrance. It is a most disturbing thing to be smitten in the ribs by some provoker of God, by someone who is full of spiritual activity. Active work and spiritual activity are not the same thing. Active work may be the counterfeit of spiritual activity. The danger of spiritual sluggishness is that we do not wish to be stirred up. All we want to hear about is spiritual retirement. Jesus Christ never encourages the idea of retirement. Go, tell my brethren. Two songs came to mind, both of which make me think of my daddy, who was definitely one who could put his spiritual elbow in my side. First one is Low in the Grave He Lay by Robert Lowry, 1874. Low in the grave he lay, Jesus my Savior, waiting the coming day, Jesus my Lord. Up from the grave he arose, with a mighty triumph o'er his foes. He arose a victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, hallelujah, Christ arose. Vainly they watch his bed, Jesus my Savior. Vainly they seal the dead, Jesus my Lord. Up from the grave he arose, with a mighty triumph o'er his foes. He arose a victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, he arose, hallelujah, Christ arose. Death cannot keep its prey. Jesus, my Savior, he tore the bars away. Jesus, my Lord. Up from the grave he arose, with a mighty triumph o'er his foes. He arose a victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, hallelujah, Christ arose. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. Words and music by Charles F. Weigel. I would love to tell you what I think of Jesus, since I found in him a friend so strong and true. I would tell you how he changed my life completely. He did something that no other friend could do. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. There's no other friend so kind as he. No one else could take the sin and darkness from me. Oh, how much he cared for me. All my life was full of sin when Jesus found me. All my heart was full of misery and woe. Jesus placed his strong and loving arms about me, and he led me in the way I ought to go. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. There's no other friend so kind as he. No one else could take the sin and darkness from me. Oh, how much he cared for me. Every day he comes to me with new assurance. More and more I understand his word of love. But I'll never know just why he came to save me, till someday I see his blessed face above. No one ever cared for me like Jesus. There's no other friend so kind as he. No one else could take the sin and darkness from me. Oh, how much he cared for me.